Well guys, welcome back to Rustbusters. Today, for your viewing pleasure, we have this Dodge 230 Flathead 6 engine. This is out of a 1955 Plymouth Belvedere. I just pulled it out here this morning, and now we're making a new video tearing it down to find out why. She's got really low compression, mainly on number 2 here. I didn't want to use this engine as is. I got to fix it up. So that's what we're doing. If you want to check out the car this engine came out of and you haven't seen that yet, you can go check that out after. It's the Belvedere. The videos are all on the channel. So yeah, I'm going to start here on the bottom. Just since it's still hanging in the air, I got my last bolt here on the oil pan is now out. And yeah, shouldn't take, oh yeah, here she goes. Something's still hanging on back here. Here we go. All right. So, doesn't appear too sludgy at first glance here, so that's good. This engine didn't sound too bad, you know, maybe a little clattery. I kind of suspect there might be a little rod bearing trouble down here, but yeah, I mean, so far, normally they get a discoloration, get all black if they're been really bad, and I'm not seeing that offhand. So yeah, let me get my light. Let's get a closer look in there. So number 2 feels great. Number 3 feels great. Number 4 feels oh. That's just side to side movement. Number 5's good. Let's just see if we can spin her over here. I gotta put you guys down, I think. Oh, I might have got some grease on camera. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, yeah. 1 feels okay, and 6, so nothing catastrophic on the bottom. So that's great news. Yeah, our pickup's nice and clean. Yeah. Sludge wise, we're not too bad. So good news. Good news all around. I say the bottom end is good enough to, we'll probably rebearing this anyways. Now, yeah, I gotta set her down somehow without damaging my oil pickup. And then, we'll pull the head off the top and see how those bores look, because that's where I think our problem's gonna lie. I think we got ring cylinder wall damage. Well, let's get it.
Well, the preacher man says I'm going to hell, but my baby knows I treat her swell. She climbs on back when the moon turns black, wraps her arms around my leather jacket. Townies call us the devil's crew. Cops flip their pads when we roll through. Butter nails dig in when I hit 3rd gear. That's the only law I'm gonna hear. Black leather blues, baby, hold on tight. We're midnight bound on a 2-wheeled flight. They'll never catch us, we're ghosts in the smoke. Just me, my girl, and the thunder we stoke.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay. Well, I think we found our problems. I had to bring you guys in here. You're never going to believe this. So, let's start with cylinder 1. You know, yeah, she's got some some rust on the liner, but you know, we could run that. Let's move to its buddy here, number 2. There. Let's see. Oh. Can you see the issue? Yeah, we're missing. Oh, here we are. We're missing large portions of piston. So, I don't know what's caused that, but that was definitely done before I got it. Yeah. Number 3, same story, only in one spot. Number 4, smaller, but same type of damage. Number 5, also same thing. And all the way back at number 6, we got it in 2 places. So this is bad. We need at least 5 pistons to fix this engine. Yeah, why don't I see if I can rotate it around, just see what these look like. All their bores and whatnot. Alright, that's those 2 at the top. Oh, that is awful. I mean, it looks to me like the rings are still there. Yeah. Somehow the cylinder walls aren't crazy gouged. Like, these should be, you know, probably even just a quick hone and some new pistons and rings. I think she'd go again. Yeah. Uh-huh. A fair bit of movement in that piston too. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta get on the line and see if pistons are available for this. I mean, they should be, right? But no broken or bent valves or anything. Gosh. Yeah, I guess it'd be nice to get under there and pop a couple rod caps off and scoot at least a couple of these pistons out. Just see what we're dealing with. Maybe I'll do that, and then we'll start looking for parts. This is number 2 here. There we go. Okay. Crank journal looks pretty good there. Oh, boy, she moves real easy in that bore. Oh. Let's see. There we go. And there we go. Oh. And we got her. Okay. Look at the carnage. Wow. Just brutal. Anyway, let's take a look at our cylinder head just for fun. Yeah. Oh, looks pretty standard. There's a little kind of hole there. I don't know what that's for. Oh, must go through to whatever that is. Maybe one of you guys can tell me. All right, well, I think for the moment I need go no further. Oh, bearings. You guys wanted to see the bearings, probably, so do I. Yeah, a little rough. We got some grooves in there, but they haven't spun or anything. Yeah, looks good on this side too. So, unfortunately, this is going to stop us dead in our tracks until I can find out if I can get some pistons and rings and probably bearings. So we'll check back in here in a minute after I figure that out.
I lost all my gum.
Oh.
You know, stupid car can't hold anything. Sits here and falls off. It's everywhere. Gum everywhere.
Oh, nice car though.
Nice. One of a kind.
Real
Never
hot rod.
see another one like it.
So I need your professional
I figured as much.
professional opinion on something back inside here.
All right. Just brought every base. I want to sell this one because it goes to my lawnmower. Oh. Oh dear.
So,
Oh, what the? Was it running like that?
there's 5 of them like this.
What?
Look at them.
They're all hosed.
There's one good piston.
Oh dear.
This is the worst one, number 2.
And
Right?
it was getting
It
compression.
was still running. Like this one only had like 20 pounds of compression, but
Wow.
like that is
So
insane.
now what are you gonna do?
Well, I can buy a set of pistons.
Yeah.
They're like oversized, a certain amount. I don't know whether they'll fit.
It's hosed, right?
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like it's busted there.
Oh yeah. Well, that's yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, like $300 plus the rings, plus the gaskets, plus the.
Oh.
Very quickly, I'm putting more into this motor than it's, you know,
Than it's
worth,
worth, right.
So
Hang on a second. The other engine. Wait, no, it's different.
that's a V8.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
pistons
just
are
thought
the
maybe this
pistons
is
are different. They're actually laying over there. I should look. I don't think they're the same. That'd be funny. But yeah. So I don't know.
Get 6 Briggs and Stratton pistons. Or go get 6 lawnmowers.
I messaged Ron, the guy we got the Galaxy off of, and he's got an engine, like a parts engine. He doesn't know if it's any good or whatever. We'd have to go pull it. He said $100, but you know. And I already spent money on a water pump.
Oh, dang.
I was not expecting this. I thought, okay, we'll have some scoring, a little rust to clean up, whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
What's this funny looking thing?
It's
It's an oil
part
luber?
of it, yeah.
Yeah, see, there's a cavity. That's kind of cool,
But like
actually.
the bearings, like
Are fine,
not horrible. So
So, what the heck?
yeah, I don't know why. I don't think it did that when I was running it. Like that's, it was like that before.
No. It was like that before. Okay, that one's hose, that one's hose.
Yeah.
That one's hose, that one's hose. Just this one's fine.
Yeah. I can't believe it. And this back one had like, you know, like I think 80 psi or something. It was like the best compression.
Yeah.
Like the rings are still in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh. Wow.
It just leaned out, I guess, too much at some
I
point.
bet that's probably what happened, eh?
Yeah. Had a bad vacuum leak and they just kept running.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's why it was parked.
Yeah. Okay, guys, for the sake of the video, we're just going to keep tearing this down, get all the pistons out of it, get a look at all our bearings and whatnot. And in the meantime, you know, if you're watching this and you have one of these engines lying around or maybe some leftover pistons from a project rebuild you did that are still usable, hit me up. I could be your guy. We're located in British Columbia, Canada, Okanagan Valley. So, without further ado, let's just cue up that 50s music you guys love and get this thing torn down.
Check the mirror, one headlight coming fast, but the soul hog's got a half-mile pass. Grab my waist, don't look back, eat our toast, Jack. say we're public foes, but they don't know where the wild wind blows. We'll disappear where the highway ends, just grease stains and a wanted sketch. Black leather blues, never lose. They'll find my jack nailed to a pole, but the legend grows every tank gets stole.
All right, well, give you a close-up look at our bearings. You know, pretty rough all the way along, but not catastrophic. Until you get to number 6. She was starting to shave on the sides, peel the metal off. She's a little thinner than she should be. So that would have killed us pretty quick had we decided to run this engine as is. Pistons, I mean, number 1, all the rings move, nothing broken, they look good. There's some scuffing on the side of the piston down here, but you know, nothing that couldn't be run. So that's usable, I'd say. All our rods, we could run the rods again. But yeah, you guys already saw piston 2, just terrible. 3, really bad. 4, missing the ring entirely. 5, huge chunk missing, whole ring gone. And number 6, about the same. So yeah, that's that. We'll give you guys another look at the cylinder bores here. Just wear and tear. Like I think a good honing, you could run this thing. There's no deep rust pitting. You know, there's some. I can't even feel these, right? So I think the block's okay. My crank journals all looked all right down there. This back one here is the one that had the bearings starting to go. I should see how that feels. Yeah, it's a little rough, but I think some good bit of polishing and emery cloth on there, that would come around and be all right with the tolerances these things run, you know. Yeah, so that's gonna end this teardown video. Again, if you guys got parts, you want to hook a brother up, let me know. Otherwise, I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt for a parts motor. I don't know if I want to spend the money on new pistons or not. Is it worth it? Comment down below. Let me know. What would you guys do with this? Later.